Hold on there.
Press to 16, therefore one no umpire. Peter. share the same seat when you're playing on the second. Yes.
Ana demuli mu kanisa. Ngiye kunya webi abanya bali.
Eklezia si kanisa.
Mwenda mulinga bali ebuko. Nina atwama mbaki wazaka ya Yesu. Yesu. Baba gano. That's what I say, music ya kwenu.
mulete. Yesu.
Ajax.
Microphone check, sound check, comment section, microphone check. All right, good evening, dear viewers. Good evening, Africa, most especially in the comment section. I just want to be sure that I am now audible.
Kelvin. All right, welcome to Big Money Billiards Facebook streaming platform, as well as Break and Finish Live YouTube streaming platform. Today, the 20th of December 2024, is the ultimate rematch between two of the best players from their respective countries. From Uganda, Simon Wolo, nicknamed the Computer, and from Zambia, Kelvin Nkandu, nicknamed Difficulty. They are racing 216 for $1,000 to present to you this match in audio and video. My name is Simon Peter Chowe. Now the little bit of news is that this match is happening as a consequence of the match that happened about exactly 2 days ago, actually 3 days ago, when Kelvin stepped into Uganda. The first player in Kelvin and Morpheus tour of Uganda that Kelvin did have a match with was this guy, that is Simon Ndobola. They raced then to 16 for $600 a match. That was won by Simon. By the way, Simon is the guy donning the orange, the Ugandan, while Kelvin is the guy that is donning the kind of khaki grey long sleeved shirts. Simon won by 16 to 11 at Q Masters Arena in Kampala. The victory for Simon, Kelvin probably wasn't convinced about a thing or two and immediately asked for Simon and his management that he wanted to rematch. The condition that his management did put up was, of course, the manager of Simon is Mr. Zaki Diro, who is also the manager of Roxbury, is that he wanted the match to happen at his own arena, which is Roxbury in Chiwanga, Mukono district in the country of Uganda. Now here we are. These players have given me $1,000 and have given me full permission to give that money out to whoever of them is the first to 16. One frame has been won by the Zambian in Kelvin Fikoti. Slow frame it was, as is the second. I think it is because the players have too much respect for each other. That's why they are starting a little bit slow. As Kelvin finds his ready off the cushion, Simon is pretty much the home player, though this is not the venue where he stays and maybe plays, not where he practices, but it is where his team in the Ugandan Pool League, that is Roxbury Pool Club, it is where they play their home matches. So he's enjoying home advantage as well as table advantage, but the table is Diplomat Super League brand. It is top quality. The table doesn't favor anyone. Maybe it favors the better player or the player who has the better game on the day. In the meantime, Kelvin Fikoti is leading 1-0 against Simon Lobola in a race to 16 for $1,000. Playing the yellows is Simon, who came a little bit late, about 30 minutes late when he came to the venue, because driving his other manager, who is Miti. He was immediately called for a briefing by the Roxbury management upstairs. Whatever they discussed, God knows. But of course this match is so important, most especially to Kelvin, not to allow this guy beat him twice in the space of 3 days. It will be a little bit painful. Simon is more senior in terms of longevity in the sport. Kelvin is more senior in terms of accolades he has gotten in his stay in the sport. That makes it a little bit balanced as a match. Both players are very good, most especially at the offensive game. Home advantage belonging to Simon, that is nicknamed the computer, the guy that is queuing right now. Kelvin having a little bit of anger, having been defeated in the first match. He was able to make amends a little bit the following day. That was exactly 2 days ago. He did win a race against another Ugandan in Ian Kazwe. That was quite convincing. I think 13-7 the final score was, as Simon gets snookered before trying to put the black. Actually, the shot was for him to put his last yellow. He used the white ball to open up the black. He wanted the white ball to set that black near that center pocket. A shot that he got wrong because he got himself snookered. In the end, he will be trying to find the black off the cushion. Hopefully for him, pot it. He finds the black, but doesn't pot. Advantage, Kelvin. Now, a red frame looking as good as this, Kelvin will never ever failed to finish. Here he is on the black to make it 2. Yes, he does. Zambia 2, Uganda 0. Kelvin 2, Simon 0.
Agenda Masaka, agenda
Games do
Lusaka.
they play? 4. Between themselves, how many games are they supposed to play? 4.
You know, like how many?
Because I'm seeing you as well the one prize. I would think now you qualify automatically.
No, sir. Shut your voice.
Everywhere you go.
Take the children. Where are you?
And yes, in the meantime, this match is being streamed on 2 platforms: Facebook, Big Money Billiards Uganda chapter, YouTube, Break and Finish Live. The Facebook video is diagonal, the YouTube video is horizontal. Both videos have the same exact commentary. And yes, just over 50 fans are at the venue. Only one of them is supporting Kelvin, of course Moses Mafia, and the others are supporting Computer, courtesy of him being the home best player. His personal manager, Zach Idiro, is also at the venue watching here at Roxbury in Chiwanga in Kampala. Entry to watch and enjoy is absolutely free. You probably want to put 2 yellows to corresponding corner pockets on the left and right respectively. Seems to be getting his groove. This one, first frame Simon lost a bit convincingly. Second frame he lost a little bit unfortunately. The third frame he seems to be getting his groove on this one. It is the match that you guys are going to enjoy, no doubt about that, because both of these players are very magnificent offensive players. Pulls one back Simon. That is why you can hear the support and cheers from the back. Simon 1 and Kelvin 2. So Simon's fans are singing the song Shake Shake the Mango Tree. Instead they are chanting Shake Shake the Apple Tree. They are asking him to give them an apple. They are asking him to break and finish on Break and Finish live channel. Here is Simon's second break of the match. Yes, a good break it is. Both yellow and red potted on the break. He only has 1 dead red ball on the table. The rest are there for the taking, and about 1 yellow ball, and the rest are there for the taking. And this is probably, yes, a frame that will have no reason not to try and go for break and finish. And here is Simon going for equalizer by break and finish. Nero fan is asking who won the first meetup. It was won by the guy that is playing right now, Simon, 1611 at Ultimate Polo Arena in Ntinda, the neighboring district of Kampala in Uganda. Witness Remote, thank you for watching. You are predicting, you are tipping Kelvin to win this race, alright? Good luck to you and to him. Dixon thinks computer will win 16-14. Prince Makandwire, thank you for the appreciation. Benny Ongom, good evening to you. Chiza Amidu, welcome to the stream. Brian Ford Komakech and Nash Shafi, thank you for watching. You are watching Simon Nobola attempting to finish frame number 4, maybe here, to put that red ball to the corner pocket, bottom right of your screen, white ball opening up the other red, which is what he's doing. Red is open, but not open enough. He just needed a little bit more energy. And you just get a feeling that if he doesn't put this red ball, the level of this game that at which it is being played, at least for the start, then it will be advantage Kelvin. Maybe he'll be going for bank to the corner pocket on the top right, which is what he's doing. He came just a little bit short. Kelvin gets a chance at least to play, but I think Kelvin is now favorite to win frame number 4 and make it 3-1 at least for himself. That was a little Simon a little bit making sure that he informs Kelvin just in case his ball was frozen against the cushion, which wasn't the case. And folks watching on YouTube, please tell me if your video is buffering. Those of you who are watching on YouTube, tell me if your video is buffering, such as Alright, thank you. Vase Kaiden, you seem to say that the video on YouTube is fine. That makes me happy. Julius Basibu, but you say it's buffering. I'm now watching it. It seems fine. So maybe it will need no adjustment, at least for now. Kelvin has a chance to make it 3, and I want to believe that yes, he will. I did not see that coming. I didn't see Kelvin missing a shot. He was the first player at the venue. He came here and reached about 1 hour before Simon had more than enough time to feel and test the table, and gave the table a thumbs up that it is very good and very playable condition. Simon has a little sight of that red ball. Whatever he will do, your guess is as good as mine. He almost got lucky if the red ball had kissed the black there. This one is slow frame number 4. In which Kelvin and Simon are battling for 1,000 US dollars. By the way, tomorrow there is another comp in the district of Masaka, about 120 kilometers west of Kampala. Kelvin and Mofia and Simon will be part of that one. It will be coming live your way from 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Keep your fingers crossed. Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. KV Christmas Cup Championship in the district of Masaka, Western Uganda. That's 64-man championship that will be coming live your way for 2 days. That is Saturday and Sunday from KV Pool Arena in Masaka. For now, Simon Obola is trading 2-1 against Kelvin Fikoti in a race to 16. Live commentary is resuming shortly.
Anatetema huyu.
Nirudi bodi wa mutandika. Aja kuisa lumuka fitugenda wa Atani ko kuisa atugenda wa Adeka ki apo jikula mswalo buli apo moja wano.
Ekibina tutudde police mesa.
Make sure, boy.
That man knows how to hide wine.
This one is my favorite. This one is better.
Another guy hides wine. When things are hard for him, he wants to win. He has to win.
Mwambie leo
One thing that me and you will be guaranteed of when it is Kelvin versus computer is entertainment. But for 3 of the 4 friends that we've watched, computer's attacking game has come just a little bit short. He needs to be more consistent, or else Kelvin will pounce. It is the 27-year-old computer playing accurate white against the 26-year-old Kelvin. Forget about the height and body sizes and maybe beards of these guys. They are not yet in their 30s. And when you compare that one to a commentator who is knocking on the door of the 4th floor, you understand how God gives talents. He has slight sight of the black Simon. My goodness. Quite clearly the best shot of the day so far. Even Kelvin is clapping for Simon. It is 2 for Simon and 3 for Kelvin. Break and finish with Simon's manager, Zach Idiro, is tipping him with some money. Every time you see Simon coming to talk to the fans, to interact with the fans, it is because they are tipping him with money like Ugandan fans normally do. Once again, it is Simon 3 and Kelvin, Simon 2 and Kelvin 3 by break and finish. But what makes it even more magnificent is how he potted that black. I want to beg your pardon, it was Kelvin who broke and Simon finished. In the last frame now Simon gets to break and pots at least 1 ball. In the first match, after 1 set of 5 frames, it was Simon who was leading 3-2. Now it is Kelvin who is leading 3-2. And I just want this one to be the second of so many money matches that should come up between these guys. I just like it that way when the top African players contest against themselves as many times as possible. It is what the sport needs. And of course it is what the viewers need. But the times that Simon has been having matches outside Uganda, he has been playing tournaments, but not exactly money matches against players like Kelvin. If he can sink in 1 yellow and open up another, then he'll be good to go, which is what he's just doing now. It just happens in the game, you win a frame. When you win it as magnificent as computer did, then your confidence level just goes high. And Simon will probably be banking on that for the rest of the match. I know he'll be starting with the yellow ball closest to the white ball, potting it to the corner pocket on the top right, bouncing the white ball a little off the cushion, just a little off the cushion like that. I think this one will be a clearance again by computer, this time by break and finish, and it will be making him win 2 games in a row using 1 visit of the table. If he draws the white ball properly backwards, he opens up the black. He doesn't even need, because he has full sight of the black, to the corner pocket closest to the bottom of your screen on the right, which he can pot sometimes even with his eyes closed. No prize for guessing what is about to happen. Simon and Kelvin. Again, he will be coming to his manager, Mr. Zach Idiro at Lexberry, and that is more money in his pocket. Kelvin's turn to break and probably to respond. He too needs a big break, Kelvin. Gets to put 1 yellow and leaves a clearly better red frame, and will be most definitely going for the reds. It's not a little bit obvious him closing the table by potting any of the reds, maybe the one to the top corner pocket on the right. White ball could open up another red, which is what Kelvin does here. And it is very likely that the response to apple by Kelvin will be by himself producing an apple. And thank you guys for watching. Welcome to African Pool Plus. Today, 20th December 2024, is a rematch of action that happened 3 days ago between one of Uganda's best players, Simon Lobola, the computer, taking on one of the best players in Zambia today, if not the very best, by the way, Kelvin Fikoti. They are racing to 16 for $1,000 US. Kelvin will not be happy with one of his red balls that got played towards the cushion in that motion. And I think it will be that red ball that he will be playing last, because if he gets white ball to the top end, the top left end of the table, then he'll be using that very ball for getting white for black, which is what he's doing here. Good game reading, good brains, good execution. It is the only way that Kelvin can silence these Ugandan fans, because if Simon wins frame after frame after frame, then they will become so noisy and it will become so uncomfortable for Kelvin to play. And you can just applaud Kelvin and Mafia for daring to make a tour of Uganda. It doesn't come easy. They are the first non-South African players to tour Uganda, but Kelvin is responding to apple by apple. Break and finish. Kelvin 4 and Simon 3.
No woman can clap for the wife.
Mwewa Simon, thank you for watching. But today you are not supporting your namesake, you are supporting your countryman. Thank you for waving your Zambian flag. Motesi Esther, you say you have 200,000 for Simon to shine, so in case he wins, I will be calling your number just to ensure that. Let me first screenshot your message. Okay, yes, I have screenshot it. Just in case you deny, I'll be sharing it on the WhatsApp platforms. Sorry, I'm not intimidating you. Shambara Lish, thank you for winning, for watching, predicting Kelvin to win. Good evening, Esther. Wallace Garcia, supporting Fikoti, thank you for watching. I don't know who has deleted Rachel Mbewe's comment. I know she's watching this one, but under too much pressure, because if Simon wins, then Rogers will kill her on the Africa Players page in the posts tomorrow. Probably she's watching prayerfully. I wish you good luck, Rachel. Esther Makuvu is asking what Fikoti means. I actually don't know. But it is his nickname, and he likes it. Jonathan, thank you for watching. Evidence Katia. Oh, Evidence Katia, thank you for reminding me that Kelvin and Mafia are not the first non-South African players to tour Uganda. They are the second pair after Malvan Mokwanza and Eshka Chimbanda from Zimbabwe, who did tour Uganda coming to 4 months ago today. They didn't perform that well. I remember Eshka did win one of his money matches. That was the match between himself and Dembaba. And then Maluva also won one of his money matches, the first race between himself and Dog City. The rest were not victories for the same players. They also participated in 2 comps, one weekly comp and one 64-man single venue comp. That they did not win, but at least Eshka did reach the final of the Star Shooters Championship, losing out to the Ugandan in Ibrahim Sejemba. Of course, Malvan did return to Uganda 2 months later, which was about 1.5 months ago, to partake in the first edition of the ATA Super 8 Comp. Thereafter, he had some money matches, defeating, having sweet revenge on Ibrahim Kayanja, but lost to Ibrahim Sejemba, and also lost to Joseph Kasozi. He also won a match against the non-Ugandan, that is Saif Ahmad. Outside of those, that pair and this pair of Zambians that are in Uganda right now, the other players that have toured Uganda are all South Africans. First was Sbu Gumede, 2015, Ishmael Mtetwa, 2016, Aiden Joseph, 2023, as well as Jeremiah Naidu, 2024, and he has toured Uganda, Jerry, twice in the same year. Juma R. Soko, waving your Zambian flag. Thank you for watching. And yesterday we started with the formalities which we have not been doing of late, standing up to the national anthems of both of the players. I want someone from the SADC region to just tell me why the Zambian anthem has exactly the same rhythm as the South African and Tanzanian anthems. But it is nice, and in my opinion, the best rhythm of any national anthem on the continent.
Principal! The rest is a formality.
And after that miss from Kelvin, fans are just roaring computer on, not to let him back on the table, and the computer is playing exactly to fulfill that. Frame number 8 between the Zambian and the Ugandan. I just like it that these guys love to play. Playing in the way that the sport lives to thrive on, the way that fans love to watch the most. And whether you are supporting computer or you are supporting Kelvin, I know that the player that you are not supporting is also entertaining you as good as the player that you are supporting. For once computer gets to play snooker, it's not his way of playing at all. Also not the way of Kelvin's play. Sometimes conditions force you to play some way. Because Kelvin wasn't totally snookered, he does get to find one of his reds and limiting the computer to only a very marginal white ball. And the computer misses. I don't think it was best choice of a shot. He had two of those yellows that are in front of the black near the corner pocket on the top right, which were there to be played, and the same shot had a safety effect. Once he had played it, he gets to give an opportunity to play as good as Kelvin, and the Kelvin's role here is to make Simon learn that chances like that shouldn't ever be returned to the opponent. Has to avoid Kelvin. Contact between white and yellow, which was the case. Kelvin has only little sight of his black, which little sight maybe could use to play that black ball to the center pocket on the left. I'm not so sure that the yellow ball of computer wouldn't interfere with the movement of that black. Maybe the corner pocket on the top left, maybe off two cushions, goes for the center pocket and gets it right. Very good shooting from the Zambian. Not so many better ways to increase your lead. A lovely double, lovely bank. Kelvin 5 and Simon 3. Fans are bashing at the guy who is flipping the scoreboard. He did flip 2 frames at the same time and has made it 7. Thank you, Kidimola Sinyangwe. supporting Kelvin all the way from Zambia. Ernest Simwita, welcome to the stream. Rich Lubega supporting Simon, and Geoffrey Giorgio Nondo supporting Zambia Kuchalo. And it means Zambia to the world. And all of you guys who are watching from Zambia, all I can say to you is Zikomo. Simon 3 and Kelvin 5.
Yeah.
Gifting Obain is asking if the Break and Finish Facebook page is still active. The page is on Facebook, but it is restricted from live streaming or posting anything by myself because of so many music copyright restrictions, infringement issues that happened when I was streaming the games, so I can't use it. That's why I am now using Big Money Billiards Uganda chapter. All you can do is to like or follow the page, then you will never miss any bit of action. But the sister channel, which is for YouTube, Break and Finish Live, is up and running, and this match is live on that one as well. So feel free to serve yourself on a platform of your choice: Big Money Billiards Uganda chapter Facebook or Break and Finish Live YouTube. Another moment of brilliance from the Ugandan in the computer, who is sinking black number 4 for himself up. Simon 4 and Kelvin 5. So 3 of the 4 frames that Simon has been winning have been by apples, either green or red. Actually 3 have been green and 1 has been red, a sign that he only knows how to win by attack. Big Man Armed, thank you for watching, supporting all the way from Somalia. Thank you, Somalia, for watching. I like to see some Somalian players playing pool. We have a few Somalian players who live in Uganda now playing some of the competitions. Oh, I like to see Somali players participating in regional and international continental competitions like Grand Mchana, like billiards, like Queens, like another which is coming up in Uganda this year, by the way. Mambos Vasve, always watching, and welcome to the stream. Anytime, guys, that you find the video buffering, please don't hesitate to tell me in the comment section. This place has a little bit tricky network, but I'll be trying as good as I can to the best of my ability to ensure that you guys watch this video uninterrupted from start up to end.
Things are not always as easy as they seem.
The rest is not for money.
You wait and see the mistakes.
It's being wide back for the play. Then this one will come here and then this one cannot miss now. The rest is formality now. Black. That deal has blocked black. That's where white was supposed to be.
That will be the first very big miss from Kelvin in the match. Maybe the biggest miss of any player in this competition. Every time that Simon has been making such misses, Kelvin has been punishing him. You just have a feeling that it will be Simon's chance to punish Kelvin for missing a shot quite unexpectedly. Of the two players, Simon is more experienced. He became a renowned player in Uganda as early as 2011, only as a very small boy who could barely be permitted into the bar. As Kelvin goes for luck, but doesn't pot. And of course, since 2011, Simon was playing in the Uganda Pool League, playing for club after club after club. Right now, he plays for Roxbury, plays at this very venue in the Pool League. Of course, has won a few comps. Only won by the Pool Association of Uganda. All comps have been won in Uganda. He has never won a competition outside Ugandan borders. He only came close last year, the V8 pool competition in Kisumu in Western Kenya, losing out in the final of that 64-man competition to international countryman Rashid Wagaba, Dog City. And while Kelvin has been the most dominant Zambian player in this year, he has only won one international competition, that is a comp outside the Zambian borders. But it has been Kelvin's year. No Zambian player has come even close to what he has achieved this year. Of course, he won the car competition, the Kabwata car competition, the one that was sponsored by the Honorable Member of Parliament, Kabwata. So just like the Ugandan Mansour, Kelvin is driving this year from playing pool. He also played and won the second edition of the Super 8 competition of the ATA, the Advanced Talent Agency, when he defeated a Ugandan, by the way, in Caesar in the final. He has had a few money matches, Kelvin, against Ugandans before. The most notable ones include a victory and a defeat against Joseph Kasozi. He also had defeat against Simon Noble, of course, 2 days ago. And 2 days ago, he had victory against Ian Kazibu. And it seems the computer is going to make it 5-5 here to confirm the relative strength between the two players, most especially with Simon at home. Lovely backspin. Now this kind of black, even a weak player like Rechonde, we can pot. Simon 5 and Kelvin 5. A few renowned players are at the venue watching this one. Farouk Mutumba, not very renowned, he's a young man, but a talented young man. Of course, Moses Mofia at the venue. Ibrahim Sejimba at the venue. Teli kuyimba.
Anatetema sana bwana. Ameogopa huyu.
And after that, very precise shot from Kelvin. You just think that frame number 11 is there for the taking for him. In pole position to go 6-5 up with now 4 reds, 4 yellows, all of them positioned in perfect space, and the black ball which is there for the taking. His attacking play in the last 2 frames has become a little bit suspect. For whatever reason, I can't really tell. He had one unforced error in the previous frame. Now in this ongoing frame, we are seeing another unforced error. Whatever Simon can do for the 2 reds which are on the bottom half of the table. Make no mistake, he will be playing the red ball close to the white ball first. This is brave, as if there is space between the yellow and the cushion, the jaw of the. This one is a little stroke of luck, the resting position of his reds. He got almost a little bit luckier if he had potted that red, but Kelvin has a chance at least to play. And I believe that he will not be letting Simon back on table in the same frame in this one. If he does, it will be an underperformance. 5-5 between Simon and Kelvin, racing to 16 for $1,000 here at Roxbury Bar and Restaurant, Chiwanga, Makono District, Uganda. As Kelvin and Moses Mafia, 2 of Zambia's best players, continue their tour of Uganda. In pole position is Kelvin to win a 6 for himself, for his team Eagles, for his management team, as well as for Zambia as a country. He'll simply have a white ball bounce off the cushion a little with left spin, having an accurate angle on the black, and is making it 6 for himself compared to 5 for Simon, and the rest is 16.
Fire.
So you're having the first time break of the match, which players are allowed every after 10 frames. Lubolo Simon 5, Kelvin Mkandu 6, Arresto 16. The match will continue in the next 3 minutes. For now, we can continue with our business in the live chat section.
Maroko atakuwa mbibo. Mbibo ya Yesu.
Mute.
How many games are they going to play?
The first to reach 16 is the champ.
The first week 16. I thought there are other players who can play. It's only these two players who play together. This is a bad season.
And welcome back to the stream. What has just happened is that right after the time break, which time break was requested by Simon, Kelvin comes time in and makes a reverse dish. It is Kelvin 7 and Simon 5. One of those breaks which you will not be so proud of as a player when the black ball just gets set to that corner pocket. It has 3 reds right behind it. Kelvin, probably because of the position of the 3 reds, will be going for the yellows, but the yellows are also not so good, most especially that yellow ball which is frozen against the cushion near the center pocket on the left. It decides to go for the reds. Maybe the inspiration is the fact that where the black ball is spotted at that corner pocket where he's standing, there is space between the black and the jaw of that corner pocket on the bottom left, where he can pass 1 or 2 of his reds direct or off the black. Has to be on target. Slightly off target is Kelvin's connection. It is limiting Simon to very few possibilities. Like you can see, Kelvin has now forced the revealers, who are quite many by the way, in their dozens behind my commentary position, and he has forced them to be silent. So the silence at the venue is sponsored by Kelvin. But it is very possible for Simon to sponsor noise at the venue. If he can win a frame or 2, most especially in quick succession, if he can equalize here, then the environment will be noisy again. That is a failure of that bank shot, giving Kelvin chance to go for frame number 8 for himself. And like it was in the first match, I normally like to say that when players are at pretty much not a very different playing level, there can just come a time in the match when one of them wins consecutive frames in succession. That is normally the time when that player gets to win, in quotes, the match itself. And Mafia is at the venue right behind me, learning some Luganda words, supporting Kelvin. And every time he supports in a Luganda word, the whole crowd just laughs. He speaks Chinyanja, Mafia. The languages are, by the way, quite similar. Chinyanja and Luganda. So many words are the same in meaning and in pronunciation. Just speaks more to the fact that while we have boundaries in our midst, we are one and the same. Our grandfathers are the same. So it is one of the reasons why sports is one of the most uniting factors in the world, if not the most uniting factor. But Kelvin's white doesn't unite to any of his reds. He has gotten himself snookered. I know he'll be playing off the cushion. I know he'll be finding one of his reds, but it is not business as expected because he's not making clearance here unless something happens for him to find the red and then pot it. That red near the black, finding it is not very difficult, but potting is a very different matter altogether. Actually, what is more likely to happen is that he could find the red, then play it right behind the black where it is pretty much unpotable. There he goes. And misses the ball entirely. And Simon doesn't believe his luck. He gets at least a chance to play and play with a free shot and a visit. He will be getting the white ball. Suspect choice of a free shot, and it turns out to be a pretty good free shot in my opinion. He wanted to use one shot to open up two balls, only that the yellow ball near the center pocket is not fully open and needs a recovery on that one. Maybe this is the time to recover. If he puts the yellow ball he's looking at, white ball bounces off the cushion, passes in between the reds, and then gets a groove on that yellow ball in the center pocket, which is what he's doing right now. Frame number 13 is about to be stolen away from Kelvin by Simon. And that was the would-be difficult ball of the frame. Now the computer has one yellow ball to roll to the corner pocket on the top left and makes it simple, maybe simpler than it actually was. He will be having the easiest black to try and pot this one. Even Francis Mukoko can pot Simon 6 and Kelvin 7. Thank you for watching. Sagidson Mwila saying Zambia Kochalo, of course supporting Kelvin. Habanj Wesley, welcome to the stream. Thank you for watching. Louis Ashraf, Kiri Checks Polo. You say that the YouTube stream is blurry. I'll be having a little look on it. There is an even bigger likelihood now that frame number 14 will be an equalizer for Simon against Kelvin, making this match a neck-to-neck match, at least for the first 14 frames, as the first was, because it was 7-7. That is when Simon won about 7 frames in a row, and that is where he won the match. So folks watching on YouTube, I think that Your video has now been sorted. Sorry for that interference. That is Airtel network for you. And I'm sorry if you are Airtel service providers, that is what you can provide to us in Chiwanga. Simon Lubula equalizes against Kelvin Fikoti in a race to 16. It is 7-7 courtesy of an up one. Simon will be walking to his manager Zach Idiro to receive money for break and finish in a match that is on break and finish YouTube streaming platform. Once again, Simon 7 and Kelvin 7.
Alhamdulillah.
Kelvin has just got to put black on the break. By the regulations of the sport, actually the rules, the same player breaks the same frame. Someone will come to inspect that the black ball is spotted right. Maybe it's just mind games. I don't think he was serious about that all. But these players know actually that maybe what could separate them, what could determine what could be the difference between victory and defeat could be the quality of the break. That's why they are quite cautious of how the balls are placed before the break. Kelvin will try again. He needs a big break, and to put at least one ball. A big break it is, but a dry break. Not a very good split of the balls. Not one where you will be fancying yourself as a player to be going for break and finish. But I want to think that Simon will try. The trial ends in error because he fouls. His intention was to have the white ball bounce off the top cushion, then move backwards to try and open up those 4 yellows that are near that cushion on the top left. That is why he ended up instead potting the cue ball. Kelvin's free shot is not effective either.
Akabiro Muzukuluwa. Nice one.
And by the way, these guys, Kelvin and Mofia, they have the stamina to move 120 kilometers on the road immediately after this match west of Kampala to the district of Masaka, where they will be participating in the Christmas Cup Championship of the KV Pool Arena. It will be happening tomorrow at KV Pool Arena, Nyendo, Masaka, with Simon, Kelvin and Mofia as part of 64 men in a competition for prizes in cash that will be for the top 8. And by the way, even next weekend there is an even bigger comp of the Pool Association of Uganda. That is the end of year championship, and those of you who have been following pool on this platform for a while, you will be knowing that that tournament happened at the same time, same weekend last year. It was won by Bwanika Mansur in the men's category and Rukia Naiga in the ladies category. That tournament, the 2024 version, is happening next weekend also, with Kelvin and Mofia in participation. Nash Shafi is asking which tribe I am. I am Muganda. You say I speak like I don't know Luganda. It is my mother tongue, but this is internet. You have to use an international language if you are lucky to know it. Majority of the people who watch these videos don't even know a single word in my mother tongue. Lovely piece of skill from the Zambian, that one. I didn't even see it coming, but one of the better shots in the competition, most especially for its precision and accuracy. Kelvin has two choices, either to play yellow by connection by making a sharp cut of the yellow that is on the right, or what he's now doing is draw the white ball backwards after playing the yellow ball, which is packed in the middle of the pocket. I think that will do. Showing to the Ugandan player Simon and the Ugandan fans that are supporting Simon what exactly he, Kelvin Fikoti, is made of. A simple roll of that yellow ball as long as he is on target. He almost got misfortunate there, but he went for power, which was power enough. A little bit lucky, by the way, because he wanted the white ball to bounce off the cushions. Nonetheless, he will be playing the black ball to the corner pocket and misses. For the third time in this match, Kelvin commits an unforced error, and for the first time in this match there is a pending likelihood that Simon will be taking the lead. Nasha, if you want me to host me at the Hive in Lira, I will be very happy. And if I come to Lira, if I can come with your boy, your homegrown boy, and I'm speaking of Caesar. That is, those are the places where he learned the game. But I came to Lira last year at Capital Pub. I was with the likes of Deo Olanya. I think you know those people, eh? Then Osi Ochen. Alright, Kafero Gerald, thank you for watching. Actually, Kelvin was seeing the black ball. All the fans at the venue, I think he had a little curve on the white ball around the red to put it was actually a top shot, that one. I actually thought that he was playing black ball off the cushion. In the end of the day, it is one of the better shots of the match so far. Nonetheless, Kelvin 8 and Simon 7. So we are at exactly at the halfway point of the match, and the scores are as even and close as the word close itself. In fact, I want to confirm that even in the first match, at the halfway stage, it was 8-7, only that it was Simon in the lead, and it was at that very moment that he won 6 more frames in succession, and by the time Kelvin started winning a few, it was too late. That is how Simon won, and that is how Kelvin was not contented at all. That is how he asked for a rematch, which rematch we are having now. Simon's point of worry now is the red ball that is in between the black and 3 of Kelvin's yellows. It is the one that he has to get sorted before thinking of making a clearance of frame number 16 for himself. You can see clearly he's getting good white ball for it. That was a little shot, but only top players produce stuff like that. It looks ordinary, but ordinary it is not at all. He will remove the scoreboard for trying to interfere with his positioning. Simon to go for that red ball diagonally to the corner pocket closest to your screen, bottom on the right, short on target, but I think he moved the white ball forward too much. In the natural movement of the white ball, he wouldn't get a good one for the last red if he potted. He plays like top players normally do. He has white ball for the last red now, but potting it and finding the white ball for the black are two completely difficult things. Nonetheless, he'll try just to pot and have sight of the black, which he has. Now has the black ball there for the taking to the corner pocket on the top right. And you would tip him to sink it in, although it is not as easy as it may look. Simon versus the black for an equalizer. Black is in, white is safe. Simon 8, Kelvin 8. And his manager told him as long as it is apple red or green, he will be receiving money from the stands. That is why you see Simon walking right across the camera, speaking to manager Zach Idiro. It is just to receive money.
Okay, speaking Kinyarwanda. Sasa mugambe mukuba yere yebase. Manager otidde commentary will resume shortly. Ati wali tyakalubana. Che. Ino mere ya muwogo.
Jiven asking if the guy who was flipping the scoreboard was necessary for him to clean it, just to be understanding that he's not a neutral scoreboard flipper. He's of course supporting Simon. So every time that he's flipping the scoreboard in favor of Simon, he will do some of those antics. If you remember the guy that was flipping the scoreboard when Caesar was playing money matches against Jerry. Now this one is Simon's fan flipping the scoreboard. But Kelvin is not a Simon fan. And we'll be playing the last yellow and the black to most likely regain his lead on Simon. Spinning the white backwards, just like that. He has a very accurate one for the black to the center pocket on the right. They say you work hard and win easy. After clearing the yellows so well, he has the easiest spot of the black Kelvin to the center pocket. Yes, black is sunk in. It is Simon 8 and Kelvin 9. And to boost his morale a little bit, Mafia has just called him to the stands and gave him a $100 US note. But I'm not so sure that Mafia is tipping Kelvin with that money. I think that when they are going back to their hotel, Mafia will be telling Kelvin, give me back my money. But I love the gesture anyway. A little bit of fun between Mafia, who is the Kelvin fan, and the Ugandans who are Simon fans. And they are doing it in a very friendly way. At last they are doing some good connections, and yeah, Pool is winning. I love that.
We shall not go to the pool. You the hobo.
So now that it has been Kelvin's turn to win, the scoreboard flipper has just flipped the scoreboard in favor of Kelvin, but with a very gloomy face. It's part of the fun. Be reminded that the scoreboard doesn't have the players' names there. It has their respective national flags on the left. The scores for Simon. And which scores? It is the black, yellow, and red of Uganda. And on the right, it scores for Kelvin. And whose scores? The predominant green with black and red and yellow below it. So when the table is open, the player in black ball rules is free to play red and pot yellow, or free to play yellow and pot red. The player will have closed the table playing the color that he would have potted. That's why Kelvin has played red, potting yellow in the process, and is going for yellows. His problem, Kelvin, is that yellow ball near the center pocket on the left where he's standing right now. Has to get solution 4 if he is to make a clearance of this yellow frame. In a normal shot, I don't see him placing white ball in. I do believe that you guys are watching the picture crystal clear as the one I'm watching from my watching position. Simon Petrus, no, you think I'm jealous of Kelvin's $100? I don't think Mafia tipped him $100. I think Mafia will ask for his money. And actually, if he asks for his money, because I move with those guys back to their hotel every after match. So if Mafia does ask for his money, I'll be telling you tomorrow in the commentary. But don't tell him that I did. And Jonathan, thank you for bringing back the war between Zambia and Zimbabwe, the Victoria Falls War. People don't like even speaking about it, most especially Zambians. Another thing that Zambians don't like is seeing Kelvin miss shots as
easy as that one to a player of his level. Maybe Simon will be playing red off the yellow, not only to pot but also open up his reds entirely. Didn't even need to pot off the yellow, but ends up now having 6 reds which are pretty much finishable. What I'm not sure of is that red ball near that center pocket where there is the black. I don't know if there is sight, if there is passage of that red ball to that same center pocket where there is black. If it is there, then you will be fancying Simon to win frame number 18 for himself as an equalizer. It is a miss. Simon has not led in this match at all. I do think that maybe this match will not be going to the wire. Maybe one of these guys will be finding a way to win 1, 2, 3, 4 frames in a row.